welcome back to another episode of OTA Update. Today we're looking at the Energizer Extra Life Charging System for the PlayStation 4. Now, charging systems for the consoles is nothing new, but this one in my opinion nails the implementation perfectly for my gaming setup. And just a side note, this charger is also available for the Xbox One. If you're interested, I will leave links in the description below. What's interesting about this Energizer charger is it provides a convenient drop-and-go charging method. No more plugging in cables and scratching at the back of the controller. The battery packs are rated to provide double the battery life of a standard controller. Now let's open it up and take a look. We can skip over the paper documentation because that's not what we're here for, and jump right into the charger itself. Now it comes with the charging tray itself, where you'll rest the controllers for charging. We also got over here the AC adapter itself. Simple AC adapter that goes into the wall. And we also got two more things here. And these are two small battery packs that goes onto the back of the actual controller. Wow, these are really stuck in there. Let me just speed this part up so you don't have to watch me struggle. This one is being a little stubborn. Oh, there we go. And this way you can charge two controllers at one time. So this is everything that you get in the box. Everything is in black, which fits perfectly into my black and white setup. The charging tray itself has a relatively small footprint, even though that does look a little bit big in this shot here. It does not need to be positioned near the console. The battery pack goes in the back of the controller like this, similar to how the Xbox 360 battery pack goes on. I'm using the USB port there to plug it in and it stays on. The battery pack does raise the controller off the table just slightly, and the battery pack is very light, so you really cannot feel any additional weight. Now let's flip it around, take a look at the front. This is how it looks like. Show you the actual pin of the connector, and that's how it connects with the charging tray to transfer power over to the actual controller. Now, a big concern for me is how it feels in the hand with the controller and the actual battery pack on the back of it. But you see here, there's actually a lot of space in between where your battery pack sits and where your finger will actually move around, so that it never actually bothers you during your gameplay. So let's plug everything together. So let's take the AC adapter, unravel this, and take the actual charging tray itself here. And you'll see there's a little port in the back to plug into the AC adapter. So let's plug that in. And perfect. There we go. Now we're all plugged in and ready to go. Now it's time to drop in the controllers. And that's really it, and now you're charging. It's that simple. Now it's perfect that you have two controllers like this. Drop it in one in there, drop it in one in there. So when you need it, you can take one out to use when you're playing, and when that controller dies, you just put it back and it'll find its place in the charger, and pick up the other one and resume gaming. Just a couple shots here from the top to see how that looks like. Nice and beautiful and simple, especially with this white controller here. Some side shots as well, see how it looks like if you put it on a shelf sideways. And I love how the charging tray takes design cues from the PS4 itself. And a couple more front shots so you can see how it looks like when two controllers are sitting on the actual charging tray. And what's great about this charging tray is actually there's two LEDs, or four LEDs, two on each side, to show you the charging status of the charger. Now when it's showing orange like it does right now, that means it's charging, and when it's done charging, it turns blue. And what's great about this is you can put this across the room and know this charging status without having to go and actually check the charger itself. Now as you can see with the LEDs going on here, power actually goes through the battery and goes to the controller directly first. Once the controller is full, then it actually charges the battery pack. Now I gotta say, I'm really digging the look of these LEDs. So here, just a couple of shots how it looks like from the side, from the top. I'm just gonna let you watch it. So let's do a quick demo and let's take out one of the controllers and power on this bad boy. So you can see when you're playing a game, holding the controller like you usually do with the two hands, the battery never gets in the way because your fingers are never really touching that middle side of the controller. And as well, with the battery being so light, you won't really know it's there. And you're basically just playing with a regular controller. And that's really it. An easy to use charging system that looks good on your shelf with a convenient drop and go charging method, doubles your game time, and everything under 50 bucks. Check out the links in the description if you're interested in picking one of these up. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more from OTA updates.